Okay, so I've got here Laurel Ackerman from O'Reilly Media, who I am so excited to have here because if you've never heard of O'Reilly Media, okay, please explain to me what O'Reilly Media is and what you do in your day job.
O'Reilly Media does a whole bunch of stuff. We essentially are publishers. We publish technical books. We publish programming books. We publish books also on how to use the technology. So you can write it and then you can show your friends and family how to use it with our Missing Manuals line, which is the book that I think is most appropriate for the audience at Geek Girl Camp. It really gets, plain language explaining to people how to use these things.
Absolutely. I mean, we have so many missing manuals here today at the reference desk. We've got all the O'Reilly Media books. We got Lisa Snyder King, who wrote CS4, Photoshop, the missing manual, which has been awesome. And the biggest thing is everybody wants to buy them. So next time at Geek Girl Camp, we're going to have a booth and we're going to sell the books. Tell us a little bit about the class that you taught and give us a few tips on, Facebook or Twitter or how you use it at O'Reilly.
Sure. Well, the way we use it at O'Reilly is the way that a lot of businesses are using it now. We use it to speak to, but also to listen to our customers and find out what's going on there. The class I ran today was a little more introductory. Over the past couple years, I've realized that friends, my age, older, younger, are a little bit hesitant to start using Facebook. And so I wanted to talk about why. What is it? Why should you care? How can you use it? And the essence of what I talk about with that is really that you're in control. You don't need to be scared. You don't join Facebook and all these things start happening to you. You join Facebook and you start using it. And there's a lot of good that can come out of it. There's a lot of silly stuff, and you can choose to ignore that if you want. There's a lot of good things you can do, and nothing bad's going to happen.
So there are no pictures on Facebook of you at like a drunken frat party like 20 years ago or something like that?
Not that I'm aware of, and I try to keep pretty good tabs.
So that's one thing I'd like to cover really quickly. What do you always say to people, like what should they, especially if they're applying for a job or something, like what should you keep on Facebook and what should you not keep on Facebook?
That's actually a really good question because you can control pretty much any setting once you're in Facebook on what people see and don't see. But what you put on Facebook is still on the internet. It's going to be publicly available in some way. There's absolutely no guarantee that people aren't going to see it. I have one profile that's a combination of my personal and professional lives that suits me well because that's just kind of the way my life is. But I advise everybody to think twice before you post.
So did you have a great day here at Geek Girl Camp and you think you'll come back maybe?
I had an excellent day. Definitely coming back. I can't wait till the next one, although I'm sure you need a little break, but I would do it again tomorrow if I could. I spent a lot of the day at the help desk trying to answer people's questions, ranges of questions from how to do things in Photoshop, which is not my area of expertise, to how to download photographs from cameras. I mean, there's a need for people to have a place to come somewhere like this where there's no such thing as a stupid question and there's tons of people who are friendly and available to answer those questions.
So what's new going on with O'Reilly? I mean, what's the next biggest thing? The coolest thing about O'Reilly, which I found with the ad that's in the handbook, that you're doing everything very green, meaning that you can buy a book and have it online. You don't necessarily have to buy the book. You can buy it online and read it online, which is great. What else is new that's coming up with O'Reilly?
Well, along the lines of the ebooks, we have started publishing some of our books as iPhone apps, which is pretty exciting. iPhone The Missing Manual is available as an iPhone app. You can download it, and we have, I think, 20 other titles releasing in the next week in that format. Very, very cool. And we're also working on developing some companion apps to go along with the books. And the other big thing we're doing is we've just launched a series of trainings. So, the information that you get from O'Reilly Books, the experts that you trust who tell you everything you need to know, you can now sign up for courses and actually go meet them in person and have them teach you everything you need to know.
So I'm going to sign off from Geek Girl with Laurel Ackerman from O'Reilly. Give me 3 things that you kind of would like to tell all the girls out there, just what they should be doing in tech and feeling more empowered.
Technology is tools. Remember that. You are using technology, and it's the message, not the tools. Don't be intimidated.
Excellent. Laurel, thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough, and especially O'Reilly Media. So go Geek Girl. Woo!